You know, one of the most frustrating things that I see as a professor is when people give up on themselves and they don't realize that they have a tremendous amount of potential. And all they have to do is work at something and focus on doing quality work instead of doing things that are quick and easy. What you really need to do is focus on doing the best things that you can possibly do in your life and not focus on the life hacks or doing things quickly, but focus on doing good things and be known for doing good things. So you might be watching these videos, you might be thinking that this person is a total charlatan, this person is a giant loser. Who is this person? What do they know? In fact, I'm going to admit, I don't know that much. There's lots of things in this world that I don't know and I'm never going to be able to know. There's lots of things that, I might not be as successful as somebody else. I might not have, for me, in terms of academic stuff, I might not have the publications as what somebody else has. I might not have the money that somebody else has. You might be looking at millionaires or billionaires that you see on TV, like, the people that are on Shark Tank, for example, and you say, like, who does this person think he is? But what I know is that things that matter in this world, they take a tremendous amount of time. And they also take dedication, day in and day out. And if there's one thing that I can get you to do and one thing that I can change in your mindset is that you have those opportunities that are available to you and you just have to simply do those. Almost everybody in this world is crippled because they think that they have to be perfect when they do something and they have to have all of the resources available and it should come easy to them, and then they don't do something. That is the wrong attitude. What you have to realize is that the journey, the mess, the doing things even though that it's silly, it doesn't make sense, that is actually where you need to go. That is where things happen, is when you do things and you know that you don't have the resources that you possibly can do. Like me, like what I'm doing is I've got a cell phone and I'm just doing these silly little videos. I don't know what the right answer is. I'm never going to know what the right answer is and how to do these things and what is the best possible way to do these things. But what you got to realize is you just start at something and then you go with it. You don't wait until everything's perfect, until it looks like it's amazing. It's never going to happen. You really need to get going and realize that how people do things is starting with the mess. They have something that is stupid. They have something that is silly. It does not work that good. Nobody ever believes in this thing. And then they keep going with that thing. And what happens is they do a little bit and it's not great. And they do a little bit more. It's not great again. But then all of a sudden they think of a way to actually reframe it or change this thing, and all of a sudden it gets a little bit farther along, and then it gets a little bit further along. And then if you've done this for a decade or 2 decades, it looks a lot better than what it would look like when you first started. Everything starts this way. Everything is messy. And if you can get that through to your head that it does not have to be perfect when you do something, and it's okay to screw up. It's okay to get to the point where you are failing and it's messy. In fact, I want you to do that. I want you to get to the point where you are doing something even when it feels really cheesy and it feels like stupid and it feels like silly, and you don't want to do that thing, but you do it anyways, and you do that for decades. You keep doing that thing. For me, the reason why I'm doing this is I know that there's a lot of people out there that are slimy and sleazy, and I know that they're marketing to you, they're doing things that are far more aggressive than what I'm doing. I don't want to do that. I actually want you to know that there's decent people out there that are on your side, and you can watch something like this and feel inspired, motivated, and get up and do something without all of that sort of cheesiness, without somebody that is going to scam you at the end. And if I can get you to do something, to get up, whether it is finishing your high school, going to college, getting into graduate school, you getting your first really good job, if I can get you to do any of those things, take that leap where you are thinking about doing something big in your company, like maybe it's getting acquired from another company. You're thinking of doing those kind of things, and you're afraid to do it because you don't think you're good enough, or you have to wait until something else is going to happen. I want to let you know that it's okay to do things even though it is messy, and even that it is silly. And that's what you have to do. You have to get up and do those things, and just keep doing those things, getting into the point where it is messy and you don't know what you're doing and you're going to look stupid, but you do it anyways. You get up and you do it anyways, no matter what people are going to say and what is going to go on in your life, and you just keep going. So, if I can get you to get up, get going, start working on good things in your life. Start worrying about doing something rather than doing it perfectly. If you can do that, you've come a long ways. And I know that there's going to be much more to go, much more better things in your life that are going to happen because simply you started and you actually did something. You've done a lot more than 99% of the people in this world simply by getting up, getting going, and actually trying today.